Welcome back. It is Thursday, April the 9th. We at 2819 Followers just want to take a second at the beginning and let you know that we care about you, that we love you, we are thinking about you, we are praying for you. And if you or your household ever needs anything, please do not hesitate to ask and let us know. Well, I am a image bearer of the great creator God Elohim, passionate to help you follow Jesus, so you in turn help others follow Jesus, who in turn will help others follow Jesus until Christ returns. So as always, let's get to it. Today is Thursday of Passion Week. It is called Maundy Thursday. And the word Maundy comes from the Latin word which is translated commandment. And it refers to Jesus' commandment, which we find in John chapter 13, verses 34 and 35, which reads this: "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, just as I have loved you. You also are to love one another. By this, all people will know that you are my disciples," or my followers, "if you have love for one another." Today's reading is from Mark chapter 14, verses 12 through 72. Today's question is, what are the 9 words that Jesus prayed in humble faith and submission to God? The answer to the question is found in verse 36, which reads, "Yet not what I will, but what you will." Jesus is praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, and he's looking into his Father's cup, into his Father's will concerning the cross. And I believe that every part of his human flesh wanted to find another way apart from the torture of the crucifixion. But more intensely, far greater, the spiritual torture of being forsaken by his Father. After all, look at what is written in verse 35 and verse 36. "And going a little farther, he fell on the ground and prayed that, if it were possible, the hour might pass from him. And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Remove this cup from me." But then he utters these 9 words in humble faith and submission to his Father's will. And he says, "Yet not what I will, but what you will." That's amazing. I read a quote today I want to share, and it says this: "Never has another human felt such an intense desire to be spared the will of God. And never has any human exercised such a humble, obedient faith in the Father's will." So when Jesus calls you to follow him, which after all is the mission, whatever the cost, he is not calling you to either do something that he is unwilling to do or something that he has never done. This is exactly the reason why we look to Jesus, who is the author and perfecter of our faith, as it says in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. Jesus is our great high priest who can understand so much better than we could ever what it's like to endure the sometimes excruciating and momentarily will of God for the eternal joy set before us. Today, Maundy Thursday, join God the Son in praying to God the Father, your will be done, even in things like being stuck at home or obeying the house rules of your parents. Oh yeah, and also honoring them. Things being canceled or having to wait, because God's will, no matter how painful they are in the moment, are full of inexpressible joy and glory and the salvation of your souls, as it says in 1 Peter chapter 1. As it has been for this week, I have been praying for you and your household from Ephesians chapter 3, verses 16 through 19. And yesterday I prayed for you that you would understand the enormity of Christ's love. And today I am praying that you would know the enormity of Christ's love. And that word know means to experience it. So yes, to understand, but also to experience the enormity of Christ's love in your life. And this is what I am praying for you and your household today. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that you continue to follow Jesus Christ in the greatest adventure of your life, even while you are at home. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow.